Hi, this is Sara Levin, the Artful Inker. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm sharing this Heal Your Heart card with matching envelope. So let's set this aside and get to the creating. For this card, I'm going to be using the Heal Your Heart stamp set, which is one of the celebration products that you can earn during January and February with a qualified purchase. So I have a piece of Whisper White and the thank you stamp, and I'm just going to ink that up in Rococo Rose. I love a thank you in a pretty font. And this one certainly qualifies. So then this needs to be cut with a stitch-shaped framelit. A stitch-shaped die. So here we are cut. And then I have used the Painted Texture 3D embossing folder. I just love all of that great texture. On a piece of Whisper White. Isn't that wonderful? And I've got a piece of scrap paper here and one of the new blending brushes, and we're going to take the Rococo Rose ink again and just scrub some of that on, and then I want to just lightly kind of highlight the texture in this folder. I love the smooth, subtle, I was going to say flavor, but color that you can get with these blending brushes. So now we look even more painterly with that texture. So let's take our ink out of the way. Let me hold this up and see if you can see the color. Maybe not with the lights, but there'll be a photo on my blog where you can take a closer look. And now we're ready to assemble the card. Can you believe it? Quick and easy. So I've got a Rococo Rose base, and inside we're going to put a piece of Whisper White and a strip of the Paper Blooms designer paper, which is also one of the free celebration products during January and February. If you're in the US, to get both of these products, you will need to make a $100 purchase, and then you can select 2 celebration items. You can find the link to my store in the description below. Okay. I was just a tad long. And then let's go ahead and adhere this. And we're just checking to make sure that we're even on all sides before pressing down. Okay, moving to the front, I want my dimensionals. Just trying to finish out a sheet here. Pardon me, I've got a little frog in my throat apparently. Okay, and just a couple more to make sure that we give this layer plenty of support. And before I put that on, I'm going to add my accent pieces. So I've got another piece of that Paper Blooms designer paper, and then a piece of the Love You Always foil that I've cut with the largest Stitch So Sweetly rectangle. so that I've got a nice little accent edge here. So let's put our adhesive on the back here. And that way we can match up and see how far in we want to go on the piece of foil. And I just want the stitching and the little scallop to show. Oops. Make sure I'm even and give that a good press all over. And grab those dimensionals now. And we're going to use the dimensionals to help us hold that foil on. And then do a couple here. And the same thing out here on this edge. Okay. So let's attach this bit. Okay, and I'm coming in and leaving just a little bit of border here. And it looks like my foil is just a smidge longer. So I'm going to take my scissors and come right along there and take that off carefully so that I'm not cutting the designer paper. Okay, and then I've got this little bit of a hairline piece. There we go. And that little backing paper can come off. Okay, so now let's put this on our card base. This card is my design team card for this week's The Spot Creative Challenge. And if you go to my blog, you can find the link. We'd love to have you play along. Okay, and I was about to ask where I had put my sentiment. So we need some dimensionals for that. So I'm going to do singles. That's what I'm measuring, where it's going to come over here. And then I need to do a couple of stacks of doubles out here on the outside edge to raise that edge up to the same level. So let's put this here a second. So next I want to add some little pieces of the rococo rose scalloped linen ribbon. And let me just cut those. I want to give them a little angled edge instead of the blunt end that they currently have. And then I'm going to cut this in half so that we have pattern on the top on both sides. So let's give a little bit of glue dot to each one of these. Oops. And stick them together. Maybe that's a little too together. Okay. Stick that down in there. And then I'm going to add a shorter bit on the other side. So whack that and cut that. And then let's do our glue dots again. Tear off this bit of protective sheet there. Okay, and line these guys back up I would like these a little bit shorter. Okay, press to get those bits stuck down, and now let's add our sentiment to the card. Oop. Can't quite grab the backing paper. Okay, and then we're going to add a few little sequins. I've got the woven threads sequins here, and let me get my take your pick tool and my fine tip glue. Okay, and I want some of these kind of iridescent pink sequins that are in here. And I use a two-handed method when I'm doing the fine tip glue. I don't know if you notice, but I use my pinky here to help balance so that both of my hands are steady. Going up, and let's just pull that off there. Don't want to move them. And then let's grab a little one, and we'll put a couple down on this other side, and then call this a day. A little bit of, let's see. That one's darker than I want. I want one of these. I want them to be there but not be bold. How about that? So I'm using the lightest ones in the mix. Okay, let's do that again. And we'll put that right over my glue. There we go. Okay, so we have one more step here. I have an envelope that we're going to line, and it's super easy to do that. So I've used one of the envelope dies. They are part of the year-end closeout. My recommendation is buy them. They're awesome and easy to use, and it's a great use of your designer paper. You know we've all got extra designer paper, so line your envelopes. Okay, just that easy. And there's our card using Heal Your Heart and the Paper Blooms designer paper. This was Sara Levin, the Artful Inker of theartfulinker.com. You can find a link to my blog and my store in the description below. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and click the bell if you'd like to be notified the next time I upload a video. And have a great day. Bye.